Welcome back to another episode of Jungle Juice,
where we give you all the hottest takes
on all the hottest topics. Okay.
Okay. It's been another week. We're on schedule for like the first time.
Oh, look at us go, thriving.
Yesterday was Valentine's Day.
Silence. We both had nothing to say.
We both have no prospect.
So funny.
So we were not celebrating that holiday, but
yeah,
you know,
whatever. Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm eager to get into today's topics.
Same.
Okay. I feel like the people already know who it is that we're going to be talking about. Like, if you don't, then like you literally don't have a phone, because Kanye is literally, I mean, the man is like, it was like, what's more popular, the Super Bowl or whatever the fuck Kanye is doing? Whatever the fuck Kanye is doing. Like, he literally like took, I mean, anything else that's going on, like, I feel bad if you're like, if you have like a movie coming out or something, because no one's gonna fucking be paying attention to it. Literally, Kanye is like taking over. Like, did you see that he got this like big black truck and he wrote, I have to pull it up. Basically he got Kim all these roses for Valentine's Day, took a picture of them in the car, tagged her in it. Like, the man is not trying to be discreet.
Yeah.
Wait, it's,
I don't get him at all. Like, she has a public boyfriend. Like,
he doesn't care. He has a nickname for Pete. It's like Skeet. He calls him Skeet. Oh my god, he deleted the picture. Wait, did I screenshot it? I know better than that. Did I screenshot it?
Oh my god.
It was like my motives are crystal clear with a K and a K, because like Kim Kardashian. So it's like,
right, but
with a K, my motives are like crystal clear. He wrote that on the side of the truck, and then he has all these roses and he tagged her in it.
Did he even give them to her? Or did he just like tag?
I think they were like outside of her house, I assume, parked outside in the car. Like, but the thing is like, he also, like, I think we talked about this before, how he bought a house right near Kim's house so that he could be like closer to the kids. Yeah, he purchased property right near her house. Like, I think like right across. Which their houses are huge, so it's not like you can like see through, but like, yeah. So that he could be like right near the kids all the time and stuff. But
okay, that is fine. Like, that's fine to be closer to your kids, whatever.
Yeah,
but like the fact that he's like literally been talking about Kim the whole time, even when he was with Julia Fox, which they broke up, spoiler alert. Yeah. Like, he just is talking about getting back with her, which is just like not cool. Like, I don't know what he thinks he's doing. Also, like, do it in private, maybe? Yeah. And like, the screenshots that he's been posting of, let me like read this post. He literally posted, so he took everything down. He literally was posting all this stuff. I don't know if you can see, but he took it all down except for 2 posts. And he posted this photo of himself. It's really hard to see for some reason. It is really hard to see.
Whatever. And he was like, I've learned that using all caps makes people feel like I'm screaming at them. I'm working on my communication. I can benefit from a team of creative professionals, organizers, mobilizers, and community leaders. Thanks everybody for supporting me. I know sharing screenshots was jarring and came off as harassing Kim. I take accountability. I'm learning. I don't have all the answers.
Okay.
Like, he's always, okay, this is what he does. He goes on really good streaks, and he was on a really good streak for like the first, my guess is like 3 years of their marriage, and then he went down, and then he goes up, and then he goes down, like, where he totally exposes his whole entire family, says all this like really bad shit about them, and then, you know, is great, and then is bad. And it's like, was his relationship with Julia even good? Like,
I don't know if it was real. Like, do you think that's real?
I agree with you because they were so out there all the time. And it's like Kim and Pete were never really out there all the time. And like whenever they are photographed, it's like a paparazzi shot. It's not them posting it.
But they could be like inviting the paparazzi. Well, I don't know. I'm still like, the jury's still out, I think, on Kim and Pete too. But
really,
I think so.
Did you see that he also bought Chloe flowers for Valentine's Day? Pete?
That's very cute.
I think that's so nice.
I love Pete Davidson. I think he's a good guy.
I don't think the jury's still out there. Like there were screenshots that Kanye posted of his texts with Pete, and Pete was like, listen, man, like I'd love to one day meet the kids, but like it's, you know, up to Kim, and like I'd love for us all to be able to be friends. And Kanye's like, you're never fucking meeting my kids, you fucking like da-da-da-da.
Yeah, and you're right. Like Pete Davidson also like falls like hard and fast, like in past relationships too, with like Ariana, and
that's not good in this situation at all.
Yeah,
because who knows? Kim could flip her switch and be like, I want my family back together, and it would happen like that.
Right. Well, unless Kanye decides he doesn't want it one day,
like tomorrow, probably.
Like tomorrow.
I don't know. I like, this shit bothers me. Like I can't figure him out. Like when I can't figure someone out, it drives me nuts. Like I just feel like his life is so calculated, and everything has like a purpose. It's like dating Julia was like purposely to get Kim annoyed, which she never was annoyed, because I think her and Pete are real, and I think that it was just to try to get under her skin because Kim was in a relationship and everything he does is so competitive. So he was like, oh, look at me, I'm this hot model now.
But then he makes it seem like it's not calculated at all by like posting in all caps, posting like crazy shit that no one would ever post, and then taking it down 2 seconds later. Like, but I mean, it's probably all calculated. I'm wondering if because he did just post that thing, he's going to listen to his like team or whatever. But like, do you think that his team like is okay with him going off the rails because he gets all this publicity? I know. But is it like any press is good press, or like shut the fuck up, Kanye, and put your phone down? Like, I don't know.
I think everyone knows that this is who Kanye is at this point. And it would almost be off brand for him to not be having these freakouts.
Right. I feel like the team is low key like okay with it.
I think they're all just like continuing on with their lives as normal. Yeah.
Right. Because like whatever, like he's gonna do this anyway. Whatever. Yeah. It's not really a crisis anymore because it happens every day. So my God.
Yeah, it's literally not a crisis anymore.
Yeah, literally. Oh my gosh. So moving on from the hot mess that is Kanye, that we literally have a million things to talk about. So Rosario Dawson and Cory Booker broke up, which is like, I loved them as a couple, like just personally, because like Cory Booker is from my state. So I was like, yes. Yeah. And when he was running for president, I was like, go off. Like, that's a hot couple. But then, so now they're broken up, and like everyone's talking about how like before he came out as dating Rosario Dawson, everyone was like, oh, he's gay. And so now that they're broken up, everyone's like, oh, it was just for publicity for when he was running for president, like just to look like he was straight. But I don't think I believe that. I don't know.
I don't know. You know much more about this than I do.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was just a shocking thing for me to see, because I guess it's just making me think that everything is fake.
Literally.
That like nothing's real.
Literally. Like with all these people, with all these celebrities, like it's so hard to distinguish. Like
seriously. And I was like, when they started dating, I was like, oh my gosh, fuck everyone who's saying like he's gay and this isn't real. Like he can have a girlfriend and not a wife and run for president, like whatever. But now I'm like, maybe it was fake. Ugh, whatever. But that's that situation. There's not much else to talk about, but making me question things. But now...
Oh, don't you love the way they do that to us?
I do. But now I do want to talk about Adele, who has a ring on her finger.
I have a lot to say about this girl.
Mm-hmm. But okay,
I have a lot to say
I think that she's handling it really weird. Like
I haven't seen like any statements she's made about it. Or wait, didn't she like, wasn't it on like a talk show like Kimmel or something? She was like, he like a talk show host like saw that. Am I making this up? That a talk show host like she was on a talk show.
I don't know that, but it could have happened.
I saw TikTok and she was like on a talk show and the talk show host was like, "Oh, you know, your finger's looking good today." Like, you know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I know that she won't say whether or not it's an engagement ring, which is like weird because
we can move on from
it's
that.
Like this huge fucking rock on her finger, and it's not like if maybe she wore it once and then the next red carpet it was gone, that'd be a different thing, right? But like she's worn it multiple times, like it's not like there's no questioning it.
She's engaged. She's
exactly.
engaged.
Which is why I'm like, why won't you just tell?
People are weird about that. I think it's
the press.
Because for me, because I like learned so recently, like, did you watch her Oprah interview?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, like that came out like, I don't know, maybe towards the end of the semester, last semester. And so like I watched that recently, I guess that was recent, whatever. And I learned all about her like ex-husband and how the reason, like she told Oprah the reason why they got divorced was just because like she fell out of love with him.
Right. And she still calls him her soulmate.
So for me, this all just seems weird and fast.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she's with like a 40-year-old, so it would make sense that they're moving quicker because they're not like young. I mean, she's not old, but like he's 40, so I don't know. But it's just weird that like you would just be walking around with it and not telling the press. Like she also told the press that she wants to have a baby soon. So why wouldn't you tell the press that you're engaged? Like it just
people are weird about that sometimes. Like Khloe Kardashian used to just like post a ring on her ring finger that was like a big diamond ring, no explanation. It's like they almost just want to like show off the jewelry.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's just bothering me how she's going about it. But I mean, go off, be engaged, do what you want. I mean, she can basically do whatever she wants at this point.
No, yeah, but like, I don't know. Did you see the stuff about her canceling the Vegas thing and how people think it's because of the guy?
She's canceling it? I thought she was going through with it.
I thought she canceled it. And she's getting so much backlash.
Okay, then that could be a new development because I heard that she is going through with the Vegas residency and told someone that after the Vegas residency, she wants to get pregnant. So she has to do the Vegas residency now.
But didn't you see how she came out and was like crying to her fans and like apologizing? She's just not ready to do it yet.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. This is the only.
And everyone's like, oh, it's because of her new man. It's because of her new man.
Interesting. Yeah, she's kind of like going off the rails a little bit, but I mean, go off, Adele. We're now going to take a quick break to tell you about the reason you're listening to this podcast right now.
And that reason is Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast.
First of all, it's free. So if you've been putting off starting a podcast because you think that you're going to have to buy a lot of supplies, you don't have to worry about paying for any fancy tools.
It allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. So if you were worried about editing and your editing skills, you'll have everything you need right there for you.
And the best part is that Anchor distributes your podcast for you. That's the reason you're listening to this podcast on Spotify or whatever app you choose. They also pair you with sponsors so that you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. All you'll have to do is record an ad just like we're doing right now.
It's simply everything you need to make a podcast right in one place and gives you no excuse not to start.
So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm. That's ANCHOR.fm to get started today. She like just disappears from the face of the earth and then comes and is just like the most relevant thing in the entire world. And then
so relevant right now.
In like 2 years after she like maybe gets married and has a baby, she'll disappear again.
Yeah. I love her for it though.
Oh my God, I love it. It's iconic.
It's like hibernation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, she's a celebrity that hibernates every winter.
She's a celebrity that hibernates. There's other ones that do that too. I just can't think of them right now.
I can't think of them though. There's been so many like celebrity crossovers with like not as famous celebrities. The world is getting all messed up. Like I saw like Rihanna with like Michelle Young from The Bachelor.
With Michelle.
I was like, oh my God, like
Rihanna and Michelle.
A fan of The Bachelor.
No, but low key, Rihanna is a fan of like The Bachelor. She's a fan. She is a super fan of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Like Rihanna like watches TV. Like I feel like Rihanna, like when I picture Rihanna, she's like so busy, like never sits down.
Right.
Rihanna like watches TV.
Like celebrities actually. I mean, Rihanna kind of went in hibernation too. She just came out of hibernation.
But like also like she's like Fenty Beauty and like all these things happening though. Like yes, she's not making music, but
right. Yeah.
Who else? I feel like Selena Gomez was kind of in hibernation. Maybe not.
She's just doing different things. I want to watch her TV show. I heard it's good. She has like a TV show with
one about the murders, whatever. Yeah, Avery's like obsessed with it.
Yeah. I feel like I have to watch that, but yeah, she's also, and she has a swimsuit line too.
She does?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I saw that briefly, but hey, they have enough money to do whatever the fuck they want. So I guess hibernation is the option for most of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Denise Richards. So do you know who she is?
Okay, she's a Real Housewife.
She is a former Real Housewife of Beverly Hills. Okay. Lisa Rinna like brought her into the group. And basically what happened with her is she was like married to this guy. I think she's still married to him. But before that, she was like married for like a few years, had like a long relationship with Charlie Sheen, and had 2 kids or 2 daughters, I think, and then adopted a daughter. Either way, she has this one teenage daughter who is coming out and like saying all these things to the press about how her relationship with her mom is so messed up and like she scarred her, like horrible mom, just like the way that she's handled, because she was married to Charlie Sheen. She, just gets talked about all the time and like all this like backlash and just like always in the press, and like the way that she handled all of it on the show was just like by like lying all the time. Like it came out that she was like cheating on her husband with this woman, and she was lying, but this woman had like receipts and like text messages, and it was obvious that Denise was lying, and like her daughter is now old enough to like understand and like go online and all of that. And she basically, I think she's like not speaking to her mom.
Damn. Like it's happening with a lot of celebrity kids. It's like a new trend.
Really? For me, like I have not seen that except for with this.
I feel like it's more in the political sphere, like kids coming out against their like political like parents and being like like I think differently than them. I'm like this cool like liberal person and they're not. But it is kind of like I think a newer thing just like in this generation that like that's happening. I don't know if that ever really happened. Like
I thought it would be more common because of, being a celebrity kid is like probably, I don't know, it seems like one of the most stressful jobs you can have. Like, but from what we can see, at least from what I see on like social media and stuff, all these kids like get jobs really easily. They have everything kind of handed to them.
Yeah.
And so it's like, how hard can your life really be?
But then also you probably get hate from like the second you're born, which is like this weird complex kind of thing. And also you probably like don't feel like you earned anything because you got everything from your celebrity parents, which like
and
you can't
don't
help
really
that.
live a normal life either.
Yeah. That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. I'm curious as to when the Kardashian kids like get old enough to start talking. Be interesting. But it's kind of like Kendall and Kylie were kind of that, so
yeah,
in a way.
Yeah, I remember before we move on to the next thing, I saw like, I don't know if you remember this, but I remember it so vividly. Like North, like I don't know, like a few months ago, would like take Kim's phone and like go live on Instagram and like and
so
she would like go like this and like show her mom like napping in the background. And then Mason texted like North and was like, North, like you can't do that, like you have to like protect your mom, like you can't like you have to like be smart when it comes to social media, North. And like Kim posted Mason's text like to North, or like I think it was to Kim maybe, like to tell North to be careful and and Kim posted that and was like, this is so cute, Mason's like looking out for us.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I love that.
Yeah,
maybe they'll just like always be on their mom's side. I feel like they will.
yeah, they're like low-key like protective of their moms, except for I can so see North like not like North does not give a fuck.
Yeah.
North is like another breed.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I wonder what her horoscope is. Like her like sign. Wait, I have to know.
Okay, look it up.
Oh my god, what do you think she is? Do you remember when we sat in the kitchen one day and just guessed all the celebrity signs?
Yeah, and we were like pretty accurate. I feel like North.
I feel like she's an Aquarius.
Maybe a Leo.
Oh my god, so a Leo. Me and North are the same. We're both Geminis.
I knew it. I said Leo or Gemini. It makes sense.
I'm the same as North.
It makes sense.
So am I like North? Do I share qualities like with North?
Sure.
Wait,
you share
I
qualities
know.
With how old is she? 9, 8?
I'm sure there's a BuzzFeed quiz. How much alike Northwest are you? And it's like 70%.
And Haley 30%. Is 100% the same as North.
You are Northwest.
You are. You are. There's no differences in. Oh my god. Yeah. So, how do you feel that you share a sign with North?
I feel famous.
You're like 1/12 of all people, but you should feel famous. I'm not taking that away from you at all. I share a sign with Rihanna, but
oh
yeah.
I just feel like North is just like I've never met anyone like her because I've met her before. She's just like, I don't know.
She is.
When I think of her, I think of tarantulas because like she has an obsession with tarantulas. Like she like keeps them as pets. She loves them. And it's like, what person in this world do you know that is obsessed with tarantulas besides North? No one.
Besides
she's North. So unique, just like Kanye.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Okay, let's talk about Anderson Cooper.
The literal love of my life.
Like I love Anderson Cooper so much.
I'm obsessed with Anderson.
But he's low-key getting a little bit of hate right now, but I think it's completely unwarranted. He's
for what?
Talking about how he's raising his kids with his ex, which makes sense. And they still like exactly. But like the fact that they're living under the same roof is like causing controversy for some reason. But it's obviously like the best for their kids. Like he's obviously making the right decision, I think. I think it's just obvious
that so many people do that.
That's what I thought too. But people are like, oh my gosh, how can you live with someone who's your ex? Like blah, 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 blah. People are just salty, I think.
If you're a mature adult.
Exactly. If you're Anderson Cooper, then you're fine. Like, it's fine. I'm sure he has a huge house too if he wants to like have another romantic partner, it really wouldn't be a big deal. But that's what people were saying. Like, what if you find someone else and he wants to bring them home and you're living with your ex? Like, how is that working? But like,
hashtag guest house.
Exactly. Hashtag guest house. Yeah.
I'd love to live in Anderson's guest house.
Oh my God. I mean, living in Anderson's guest house, that'd be great. I just want to meet him. Just want to say hi.
I really want to meet him. I really want
Babysit
to
his
meet
kids.
him.
I'll babysit your kids, Anderson Cooper.
Like the fact that he's best friends with Andy Cohen literally makes me want to like fly up to the sky.
I love them so much. Their New Year's Eve. I don't know if we talked about
like,
it.
I could talk about this for hours.
Oh, it was golden. So nothing but love for Anderson Cooper.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's getting so much backlash for that because literally, like, so many people, like, back to the Kardashians, Scott and Kourtney, have all their kids together. I'm pretty sure at one point when they were broken up, they were still living together. Like, I don't know.
It's odd.
Everyone can do whatever the fuck they want to do. I don't know why people care that much. Like,
exactly.
If anything, like, that's like admirable.
Yeah, and the fact that he's like, he doesn't even have to share that with the world, but he is, and like, just back off of him.
Probably because I don't know, like low key, like I'm sure there's so many people in his same situation, and he's like sharing what he's doing and how he's handling it, and giving like another perspective. That's honestly helpful. Oh my god!
Yeah, he's changing lives left and right. Look at him.
Yeah,
love.
Okay, so for the next thing, Jamie Lynn, like it's not old news, but it's like I feel like there was news moves so quickly. There was a point, like literally probably 2 weeks ago, where this was like peak because Jamie Lynn went on the Call Her Daddy podcast. Yeah. And that created like, I didn't even listen to it, but I just saw clips and like just read comments, and like that created like so much like just it like wasn't in the news for a bit, and then when she went on the podcast, boom, it was in the news again, and like now it's like simmering down. But like literally, I didn't realize how much Brittany despised her sister.
Yeah, I guess
she literally despises her. And Jamie's like talking about all these stories from, or I don't know, I'm getting it all confused now. But like one of them saying one thing about their childhood and something that happened that made them like have trauma. And then one of them's like, that's a total lie. That never happened. And it's like, clearly they were raised by lunatics. Okay. Like they were raised by lunatics. So it's like they have trauma from their childhood. It's obvious from what they've shared with the world. And so that makes people like block things out, not remember things correctly. So it's obvious that they're going to remember things differently, but like she literally despises her sister.
Yeah, I guess it didn't raise any red flags, which in retrospect it should have. That like during when all the documentaries were being made and like all of that, like Jamie Lynn wasn't saying anything at all. And I never like thought that through. I just like, it didn't cross my mind. But then when she came out, I was like, oh shit, like she hasn't been defending her forever. And now she's like slandering her big time.
Yeah. And all these people from Zoe 101 are coming out and saying that she's horrible to work with. And like all this stuff.
Like, would you pick a side? Would you pick Brittany's side?
Oh, hands down, it's not even a question. I pick Brittany.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like, what is siding with Jamie Lynn even? Like, what is that even siding with? Like, I'm still like confused. I don't know like what you know. I'm just like confused about like, I guess like all Jamie Lynn was saying is that like it was hard for her to like, I could be wrong, but like from what I'm remembering, it was like hard for her to like live in Britney's shadow when Britney was like becoming a pop star and like wearing all these clothes and like singing and like just like getting more and more famous, and like she, I don't know, lost herself. I don't even know, but it's like
they're both obviously like had really, really fucked up childhoods. And honestly, really fucked up everything after that too.
Yeah.
It just like sucks because I don't know. I would think that they would just be like a unified front as she's going through all of this because they did experience everything together, but
yeah,
I guess not.
Yeah.
Insane. Yeah, they were like that Jamie Lynn story was like dominating headlines for like a few days. Like every single article was about that.
Yeah. I don't know. I like listened to like bits and pieces of the interview, and I don't know, it just was like bullshit to me. It was like a sob story that was like she was like wanting any press that she could get to just try to like get people to feel bad for her.
Yeah.
Because like who are you to blame Britney Spears, the person who was like had this horrible conservatorship, literally like trapped. Now she's finally free. Who are you to blame this person?
And then why do you wait till she's free to do that too? Like, if you really hated her, would you want her to like stay in the conservatorship? Wouldn't you say all this shit? Like, the timing is kind of.
Britney didn't start saying anything bad about Jamie until Jamie started saying stuff about Britney.
Yeah. No, I didn't see anything about Britney saying anything about Jamie at all until this all started.
She was like fully provoked. Like,
yeah. Oh my gosh. Sibling rivalry.
I know. Cry.
All right.
Well, that was a lot of juice.
That was a lot of juice for this week. And we were on schedule, so it was only a week worth of juice.
Yeah, and there's still juice. Like, my God.
So that's all the juice we have for today. Follow us on everything. Give us 5 stars on Spotify.
Yeah, please.
That would be helpful. And we love you.
Yeah. Check out our TikTok and our YouTube.
Yes. Everything and anything. Bye.
Bye, guys.